years, it sat on this northeast Minneapolis corner.
Hi, sir. How are you?
River Liquor Store, 4 generations strong.
Close-knit group. Everyone cares about everyone.
Tonight is one of the busiest nights of the year, and not because it's Halloween weekend.
$27.94.
I get a call from the boss, and he says, just come to the store. Someone drove through it.
Drove right through the scotch and whiskey section. The most expensive bottles broken on the floor, glass shards scattered, and a gaping hole through a wall.
Kind of takes a minute to hit you.
Just after 1 o'clock, this van barreled into it. At the time, owner Robert Margit
Okay, here you go.
was working the register.
And it was just a loud noise, and we looked down, and the cloud of dust was huge.
No one inside of the store was hurt, but as word spread of the damage,
Hey, do you like the view?
the neighborhood has shown up to help.
I drove past it earlier coming home and has had to be done.
Makes you feel that you're just not a spot for people to shop, that you're actually a part of their lives, part of the community.
What may look overwhelming is a reminder to Robert of the pride he has for this store, his family, and his neighbors.
It's just shelving and bottles. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, still a mess.
Ellery McCardle,
We'll get cleaned up.
KARE 11 News, Minneapolis.
We may as well start with the cold, hard facts.
We're at 10 below right now.
This isn't going to end well.
10 below, are you serious?
But the moment
That's insane.
still needs to be marked.
Heck, it could be 25 below zero and I'd still be here.
We're talking clean out your closets cold.
How many layers? 6?
Tell your grandkids cold.
I'm from Huntington Beach, California.
The kind of cold Eric Thulander has never known.
Oh man, my boogers are freezing. Never felt that before.
Rock 'em! Sock 'em!
Once in a lifetime opportunity. They said it was going to be the coldest game in history.
-6 degrees.
And that made it official.
The coldest home game in team history.
I was like, it's going to be too cold. And he's like, I go, do you really want to go? What'd you tell your dad?
I want to go.
I really want to go.
That is the face of a Minnesotan who can view the cold as our own 12th man,
Seattle can't get anything going.
Hot cocoa.
as a business opportunity,
I usually do beer. But, you know, I switched to hot chocolate.
as a grand finale before we go inside.
And then fans started to feel it.
Not frostbite,
Rudolph down the sideline he goes.
but victory, which makes what happened next even more
Come on, Walsh. Come on, Walsh.
biting.
Oh, no!
Again?
Oh,
Seriously.
no! Nothing's changed, and we just can't get it done in the final hour.
And that's how a day that started cold ended bitter.
It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Boyd Hooper, KARE 11 News, Minneapolis.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who's starting with the ball?
From first grade
Let's get started right away, guys.
to crossing a high school stage,
Go, go, go.
children are taught to follow the rules.
I don't know how to pass it.
Gracie Booker
Ugh.
is glad at least one person knew how to break them.
Try again, Red. Try again.
Last year, as a 7th grader, Gracie finished just 2 runners back from a trip to the state cross-country meet.
Everyone was like, you're going to make it next year, and I was pretty excited.
Number 744 was still excited at the start of this year's section meet, till Gracie sensed early in her race something wrong.
And I realized I was falling behind, and I was like, I'm not wanting this hard enough. I have to keep fighting for it.
Fast forward now to the finish line. Gracie, just coming into view, is in trouble.
And the Wyndham girl's really struggling.
I just couldn't feel anything, and I did not want to fall. I just wanted to cross the finish line.
But then, this. Gracie pulls herself up.
She's falling. She's trying to finish. And there's a sight here.
And then bad gets worse.
Excruciating.
Gracie's mother watched it all.
Was told you can't go out, and people were screaming, you can't touch her, you can't touch her.
Can't touch her. Can't touch her.
It's a high school cross-country rule.
Oh, my God.
A rule that meant Gracie would continue to struggle alone.
You want to help them, but yet you know that if you go out to help them, they're automatically disqualified.
I just wanted somebody to do something.
Gracie's somebody is about to arrive.
And her body just gave out on her.
The mystery runner, to Gracie at least, is wearing the colors of Mountain Lake. You're with me I've got you, she told Gracie.
There's nothing better than that. So she was like my angel that day.
Then Gracie's angel all but carried her across the finish line.
It was so instinctual on her part. She didn't stop and look to somebody or listen to the people that were saying, don't touch her, don't touch her. It was like she knew she saw somebody in trouble and she made that decision to help her.
And in doing so, broke the rules.
I don't really remember deciding to do that. It just happened.
Senior Liana Blumgren, in her final high school race, was, like Gracie, disqualified.
Especially her senior year in her last race. It just means like everything to me.
I don't remember what place I was in the section meet last year. I don't remember what place I was in the section meet the year before that, but I know that I'm going to remember this.
Gracie's falls were linked at the emergency room to an undiagnosed case of mono.
Can't touch her!
I don't believe there's another sport that an athlete would be allowed to be on the field in that condition. And it took an 18-year-old girl to step in and help.
The Flowers were the first arrival at Mountain Lake High School.
It was just thanks for being my angel.
The second was even more personal.
Because I got her DQ'd. So I figure I better do it again.
There's no denying
Hi. Hey.
Gracie's angel
Thank you.
broke the rules. It's just that Liana didn't forget.
Thank you. Hey, yeah, no problem.
The most important rule is golden.
She was definitely a miracle for me.
Boyd Hooper, Carol 11 News, Mountain Lake. On the prairies of Minnesota, winter delivers its harshest blows.
Try and get it toasty warm in here.
But Greg Thomas knows where to find refuge.
You just can't help but come out here and feel peace and harmony.
Peace and harmony and everything else made just right. And so it's been for 7 years since the man diagnosed with late-stage head and neck cancer.
This is how I feed myself.
Nursed back to health, this crumbling, abandoned country church, and through medical science or blessings.
This is my way of saying thank you.
Was spared himself. Since doctors declared Greg cancer-free, a half-dozen winters have delivered their harsh blows. But now one, even worse.
Squamous cell carcinoma stage 4.
Greg's cancer has come back, this time in his voice box and lymph nodes.
Well, they told me it's a fast-moving cancer.
Which adds urgency.
Praise God.
To the 2-year course Greg has started to become a pastor. His goal, to preach in the church he restored.
My sister asked me, do you hear God speak to you?
Already he has written what could be his first sermon.
My reply was this: I hear him in the whisper of the wind. I see him in the sunset as he paints the skies in pink and gold. I feel his breath as it passes over the foxtail and the sagebrush. I cannot deny his presence. Do I hear him? Yes.
The harshness of his prognosis, the faith that pushes him on.
Whatever his decision is, I'm okay with that.
From the winter of his life, Greg Thomas believes he'll emerge a winner either way.
We'll see what God's got in store.
Boyd Hooper, Carol 11 News, Montgomery.